Subject EVS-1, Standard 4th. Hello students, my name is Shruti Nanaware. Are we endangering our environment? Part 2. So students, in part 1 we have studied that birds, animals and insects make use of water that they found in their environment. So now, transportation facilities like bus and trains are available, and it saves the time and labor of a man. Students, we have also studied about the various sources of water, that is well, rain, stream, rivers, lakes, etc. As we have studied that the water is used on large scale in factories, and the wastewater from the factories get mixed with the river water, which makes the river water dirty. It means it pollutes the river water. So, the population in the cities began to grow and started getting crowded. Now, because of this, there was not enough houses for everybody to stay. As people started cutting down trees to make space to build new houses, because of which birds find it difficult to build their nest. Along with increasing population, there is an increase in number of vehicles which give rise to air pollution, and people find it difficulty in breathing the polluted air, which created different problems, breathing problems like asthma and other lung disorders. The drainage system in the city fails, means the water gets collected, it does not flow out properly. The dirty water gets collected where people are living, and that dirty water give rise to number of diseases. The increasing population causing the shortage of water, due to which the water is getting over, so people are now using groundwater. But now even the groundwater is drying up. Let us see how. Common uses of water. Domestic use, which means the water which is at home for cleaning, cooking, watering plants, etc. Agricultural use, which is for farming. Industrial use is in the industries and factories. Now, water is an important need for all living things. All use water daily for various purposes, but as the rainy season ends, the water in the rivers decreases. Water in the wells too are reducing, due to which water does not last until the next rain. So many villages face a serious scarcity of water in the summer season because by then the water is almost getting over. Now the population keeps on growing. Rainfall still remains the same. So to store this rainwater, dams were built. Also to make use of groundwater, people began to use bore wells, then draw wells. In villages, you still see people using hand pumps to lift water. Now, dear children, you have learned about this in detail in our lesson Storage of Water. Availability of food. Along with water, the growing population also needs food. So, food produced in the country is not sufficient enough for the population. Now, Man is intelligent, so he developed improved methods of farming. Earlier, farmers would grow only one crop in a year. Now, they can grow two or three crops every year. As a result, food production increased. But to cultivate so many crops, we need more water. Already there is shortage of water, but we also need more water for agriculture. Previously, water was needed for farming only during the rainy season. Now, as two or three crops are taken, we need water for almost 8 months. So, from where do we get water for farming and for all our other needs? As it rains only during rainy season. So, children, do you know from where do we get this water? Rainwater that has seeped into the soil is used. Now you know the water in the wells and the borewells are nothing but the rainwater that has seeped into the ground, which we call groundwater, so we use this water. Let us learn about some traditional methods of drawing water from wells. In the Konkan region, there are groves of coconut, bananas, and betel nut. Now, groves are the trees that are grown in rows. They are watered using the water wheel to lift the water from the wells. Now, what is a water wheel? A horizontal beam is placed over the mouth of the well. It is a large wooden wheel which turns around. Now, this wheel is called the rahat. To this wheel, several pots are fixed. Now, these pots are called gadge. Have you heard this word gadge? Yes, last year we learned the lesson Gadge Maharaj. So, when the wheel turns, the chain of pots turns with it. One by one, they dip into the water in the well and they fill as they come up. Now, as the wheel turns, each pot turns over and the water gets poured into a channel. From there, it flows to the groves. This water wheel is turned with the help of a bullock or a male buffalo. Such a water wheel or rahat gadge still used in the Konkan region. Another traditional method of drawing water is a moat. Moat is used in other parts of Maharashtra for lifting well water. Now, what is a moat? It is a large leather bag tied to a rope. It is lowered into the water and when it is full, it is lifted out of the well. This water is then used in the fields. Now a ramp is made on which blocks move forward and backward. That is to help lower the bag and to lift it up. But this method is used in very few places now. So these are the traditional methods. Nowadays, fields are watered using diesel or electric pumps. These mechanical pumps can lift water many times. Since more than one crop is grown every year, the pumps are used to lift water even after the rainy season. As a result, the water stored under the ground is getting used up rapidly. So remember, while taking things we need from the environment, we must take care not to harm the environment. So students, hope you have understood our today's lesson. So keep learning and stay safe. Thank you.